guys, it's Carol. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by and visiting with me. Um, I'm exhausted. I've had a long day. I have been having a horrible time with asthma and, my daily struggle with depression. So I'm just kind of drained today, but everybody's got something. I'm okay. My friend Ellen from Ellen's Abundant Life Unless tagged me to do a Halloween question thing. And so here I am going to do it. But first, before I start that, I want to give a shout out to another lady. Her name is Sandy P, Sandi, and then the letter P. She seems to be a real sweet woman. Her husband is pretty ill with cancer, and her YouTube channel is a good therapy for her. So y'all go over and give her some love. Sandy with an I and then the letter P. Okay. Gonna do this question thing. First question. Favorite Halloween movie? I do not watch horror movies. I do not watch scary movies. I've been scared in my life. I don't want anything else to scare me again. So I don't have a favorite Halloween movie unless I can count The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. It's The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Or there is a little short Disney film. I used to do story time for children. And for Halloween, I used to dress up every year and do Halloween skits and things like that. And then I would show them this short little cartoon called Trick or Treat with Donald Duck. I love that. In fact, I check it out from the library. It's on a DVD with other Disney things and show my grandkids all the time because it's a happy little song and funny cartoon. Donald, of course, gets real in trouble. But anyway, Trick or Treat. You ever have maybe you can Google Donald Duck's Trick or Treat or Disney's Trick or Treat. I don't know. It's fun. It's about, I don't know. Couldn't be 10 minutes long even. But I do always watch. It's The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. In fact, one of the things on my bucket list is to be able to go to Durango, Colorado in October and take my grandkids, no matter how old they are, because there's a steam engine train up there. One of the best things I ever did with my kid was go ride this train. But in October, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown themed train ride and take kids to a pumpkin patch, and it just looks like a lot of fun. That's on my bucket list, even if, I'm in my 70s and my kids are old and my grandkids are old. We're going to go do the Great Pumpkin Train ride. Anyway, moving on to, which do I prefer, apple or pumpkin pie? That's easy peasy. Pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. I eat it year round. I tell my kids, I've always told my kids, this is a vegetable. So, it's okay to eat it. In fact, I love pumpkin pie for breakfast. Would I prefer a Halloween party or to explore a haunted house? I don't like parties. I like dogs more than people. So I'm not real comfortable at parties. But anyway, and I don't like Halloween, and I don't like scary decorations. I like funny decorations, but not scary. But I would love to explore a haunted house if it were a real haunted house, not one that you pay money to go when people jump out at you and, a commercial haunted house. But if it was a real haunted house, I would love to go. In fact, my daughter and I have already decided we're going to go to this place in town that is haunted. It's now a business. We're going to go there, and I'll tell you all about it in that video. So yeah, I'd like to visit a haunted house. I do believe in ghosts. I really believe there are spirits here with us, and I have had an experience or two, and I know people who've had an experience or two. And it's not scary. It's not scary spirits. It's just spirits that are here. Okay. Store a pumpkin patch for a pumpkin. Pumpkin patch. Of course, go to a pumpkin patch and pick your own. Favorite fall scent. Oh, this is funny. Some people I sub on their channel were talking about all the pumpkin spice scent things that are available right now. And she said there's a lotion that's pumpkin spice scent. And I thought, well, I might get that. And then I realized my dogs would lick me to death if I had lotion all over my body that smelled like pumpkin spice. They like pumpkin. I give them raw pumpkin. Anyway, pumpkin patch. Oh, that was the other question. Favorite fall scent would be a spicy scent of some kind, or cinnamon. Any fall scent's good for me. Although I have asthma real bad, and a lot of perfumes and any scent that's real strong closes my lungs up and gives me a bad asthma attack. So I don't have a lot of scents in my house. My daughter has a little thing hanging from her rearview mirror that's a scented air freshener thing. Every time I get in the car, it's hard for me to breathe. But anyway, favorite fall drink. Okay, I know the answer to this one. Apple cider vinegar. Oh, good grief. Not apple cider vinegar. Apple cider drink. It's a little packet mix. Comes in a box by the hot chocolate boxes, but it's apple cider. I drink that year round. I drink it hot, and I put a tablespoon or two of apple cider vinegar in it. And that way I can handle the taste of the vinegar. In fact, I don't even like this stuff without the vinegar in it, but apple cider vinegar, apple cider drink. Can you tell I'm having a bad day? I cannot get my brain and my mouth to coordinate together. I can't get thoughts out. I'm a little worried about Alzheimer's. I have a lot of memory problems, but my psychiatrist says it's the brain fog. But my daughter had borrowed a glass from me, and she had taken it home with her and washed it and brought it back and gave it to me. Well, she handed it to me, and I took it to my kitchen. And did I put it in my cabinet? I put it in the fridge. And then hours later, I opened the fridge for something, and there was this empty glass in there. And I thought, what is that doing in there? And then I recognized it as the glass she had borrowed, so I know I did it. Moving on. Do I prefer Halloween or Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving. Much prefer Thanksgiving. Most loved pumpkin-based food. Oh, this is easy too. You know, I told you I love pumpkin pie, but I love anything pumpkin. There are two cakes that, whoops, I shook the thing. There are two cakes that I love. One is a pumpkin cake roll. You bake it in on a cookie sheet or a jelly roll pan. You bake the pumpkin cake, and then you roll it up and let it cool, and then you put this cream cheese mixture in the middle, and then you roll it back up, and oh, that stuff is so good. And what I usually ask my kids to make me for my birthday is a pumpkin cake that has a cream cheese frosting. Love both of them. If you want the recipe, just let me know. I'll be happy to share it with you. Okay, corn maze or haunted hayride? Well, corn maze. every year for a long time, I've taken my grandkids to this place where I live that is a pumpkin patch. It's a business, has a lot of activities for kids. There's hay rides, and there's a corn maze, and they have a pumpkin patch. You ride the hay ride out and pick your pumpkin, and they have all kinds of things for kids. I mean, you can stay there 3 or 4 hours, and the kids still won't want to leave. But anyway, I like to do that. I didn't much really care for the corn maze because it stirred up my asthma really bad. Plus, I'm claustrophobic, and the maze is where you can't see where you're going. but it's fun to do. I mean, I just tell myself, this is fun, and we're going to do it. Favorite candy to eat on Halloween? Definitely not candy corn. I hate candy corn. I like just about anything chocolate. I'm going to say miniature Snickers, I'm going to say. Okay, favorite childhood fall memory? Don't have a one. No. But, no, not one. Favorite Thanksgiving food? Oh, this one's easy. Dressing. Cornbread dressing. I love cornbread dressing. Favorite, sweater or a scarf? Scarf, definitely. I love sweaters. I think they're beautiful, but I can't wear sweaters because I'm just too hot-natured. In fact, I have always told everybody I've only had one hot flash. It started in 1994, and it's still going on. I don't wear hot things, but I love sweaters. I think they're beautiful. I wish I could wear sweaters. So I prefer a scarf. I have numerous scarves because they're like knitted scarves. Because when I go out in the winter, because of my asthma, the cold air is horribly hard on me. And so I wrap the scarf around my neck and then over my nose and mouth, and that helps warm the air before it gets to my lungs. So, wool socks or slippers? Slippers. I have never had anything wool, and I don't want to. My dad was a World War II veteran, and he had this OD, olive drab, wool army blanket. Oh, that's Timmy. Sammy, say hi. Don't bark. Yeah. He had this OD green wool army blanket. That thing stunk. I hated that thing. So, no wool. No wool. Favorite fall tradition? Well, I really like going to that pumpkin patch entertainment place for the kids. I like to do that. But my favorite thing is I've done this forever, from the time my kids were little bitty up until last fall. I load up my kids or grandkids or whoever I can drag to the car and get somebody to drive us, and we drive around all of the really wealthier neighborhoods. They're really big, nice houses, and just beautiful locations here in town, because those folks fix the prettiest decorations on their porches, bales of hay and scarecrows and pumpkins and sometimes those blow-up things. But yeah, I could do that every day. In fact, often my daughter and I would take my grandkids every day to go, we called it, let's go look for pumpkins. And we'd drive through those beautiful neighborhoods and see who could spot a display on a porch first, and usually get the grandkids to go to sleep. But I love that. I love beautiful houses. I love beautiful decorations outside for holidays. If I had money, I'd decorate the outside of my house before the inside. Okay. Well, that's 15. I did them all. All right, I'm done. And I'll explain why I hate Halloween. I mean, I don't like to see anything Halloween. I don't like the decorations coming out in July. My dad died on Halloween, although that has nothing to do with why I hate Halloween. I just don't like to be scared. And when I was a young mother, no, I didn't even have kids yet. My husband was a police officer, and he worked the midnight shift. And schools in our town used to always have Halloween carnivals and Halloween parties at school. They quit doing that because this one Halloween, oh, it was before I had kids, so I must have been 24, I guess. This school had a big Halloween carnival, and all the kids and their parents came and had a wonderful time. And this woman lived right across from the school. Her husband worked and didn't get off till 11 p.m. Well, she went to the Halloween carnival with the kids, took the kids home, put them to bed, and she was laying on the couch waiting for her husband to come home. And this teenager that had seen her at the Halloween carnival and watched her go into the house across the street committed a violent murder. Her kids were in their bedrooms, and she was in the living room, and her husband walked home to find that. And I mean, it was truly a horrific murder. And so I can't see a Halloween decoration without thinking about that. And it was a scary time because they didn't catch him for a couple of years, you know, so all of us always wondered, who did that? Is he the person next to you, you know, if you're in a store or something? But anyway, that's why I really don't like Halloween, is because I don't like to be scared. I don't like scary things to happen, and I don't like to be reminded about this very gruesome murder. But when I did story time, I did Halloween story times and skits and things the whole month of October, and that didn't bother me because that was fun. That was fun. It was okay. But anyway, I did the 15 questions. Now I'm supposed to tag somebody else. I'm going to tag Terri in circles. She will love this. Terri loves Halloween. She loves ghost stories. Terri in circles, it's your turn, girl. She'll love it. And I will put the 15 questions in my description box so Terri, you can do it, and anybody else who wants to. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. I'm putting together a video about Social Security, living on Social Security. And it's not all bad. I mean, I'm gonna make it positive more than negative. We're not gonna be counting eggs or dumpster diving, anything like that. Or not. Okay, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.